Hey guys, this is GoldenEye GoldenEye, brilliant. Welcome to part 4 of Sonic Colors. Joining me as usual are...
Me!
And Teal, and Ultima.
This is like our introduction. We found something. Anyway, this is
We
that...
have something.
This is
Oh, the best song in the game.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Well, okay, Act 3 is better, I'll say that.
I prefer this one to the other ones. But yeah, it's one of... It makes you feel...
I like it. There are 3 songs I prefer, and you are missing all of those.
Well, Hell Park is pretty good music. It's just Hell Park, so...
Aquarium Park Act 1 has great music.
You mean Hell Park, Act Hell?
Yeah, Hell Park.
Yeah. The first phase of the final boss has amazing music, and Reach for the Stars.
I think the last phase of the boss has awesome music. Now, one of the problems
Oh my god, it's the Om Nom Whisk!
The one problem I have with the Om Nom Whisk is it's so hard to control, and every time I keep missing those goddamn whisk things, so I can't refill. I only had this problem when I started playing again. The controls were a bit off on this particular whisk.
The Pac-Man whisk?
Yeah, pretty much.
Waka 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 waka.
Doo-doo, yeah. I don't know what that was. But yeah, it's, I have to say, I like the fact it's green lava. Like, after playing Skyward Sword, I'm pretty, like, fed up with seeing lava levels. And I like the fact they've made it green. It just, I don't know, it feels less... I don't know, I like
the slime.
Yes, yes it is. Also, this whole thing solves grinding mechanics. Because you no longer have to worry about jumping between lanes, because it does it so well on this.
Yeah. And it kind of like tells you ahead of time. You're just not like, oh, I guess I missed it, I'm dead.
Yeah. I don't know how they could still fail on grinding mechanics when Ratchet and Clank did it so well in their original game, but there we go.
Yeah.
I guess Go on.
The one thing I don't love about this game is the fact that you can double jump.
Yeah,
it just kind of...
The jumping kind of puts you off a little bit, I find. Like, it feels a bit too floaty, and it's difficult to actually gauge where you're supposed to be, where you're going, and like because you move a little when you land as well.
And I think since like most people aren't used to a double jump, they probably just forget about it, you know?
Yeah, that's true. I don't know what was going on there.
Crotch first every day.
It's just...
Haters gonna hate.
Brilliant.
These asteroids are like Cocoa Pops.
Oh god, don't remind me of
I hate Cocoa Pops.
I want Cocoa Pops in my belly. Preferably passing through my tongue area first so I can taste them.
I really don't like the taste of them at all.
It's chocolatey goodness in a cocoa form.
Yeah, that
No,
bird is
it's not. It tastes too weird. It's. Do you know what it's like? It's like chocolate ice cream. Chocolate ice cream tastes horrible in comparison to chocolate.
Out. Chocolate ice cream.
No.
Gorgeous. I had some Haagen-Dazs chocolate ice cream, and my taste buds literally popped one by one like bubble wrap. It was that enjoyable.
I don't like chocolate ice cream. I love chocolate. I just don't like ice cream, and it's the same with Cocoa Pops.
Okay, well it's just your general aversion to anything chocolate.
Yeah,
chocolate.
I don't know why.
But yeah, this is I don't know. Some of these levels are really short, and I don't know why, but they just feel like I don't know what I was saying. The levels are short, and sometimes they can put you off. And I did.
Yeah, that's the whole change of pace thing there again. I mean, I don't know. I can't tell if it's like sometimes it feels like it's in the game's favor, and sometimes it isn't. It just kind of depends on whatever gimmick they feel like throwing at you at that particular time.
Yeah, it also feels like what mood you're in, because sometimes you're just in the mood to just press B and boost. Let's be honest, when that happens, you go play Sonic Generations, and you boost.
Yeah. I'm liking this remix.
Yeah, it's quite good. For some reason, I can't jump. Jumping ability is like at -5.
Well, you got 22 lives, so it's all good.
Exactly. I lose most of them when it comes.
Yeah, have you seen the new Super Mario Bros. 2 for the 3DS? They have like infinite
doing a
coins.
coinless run. I'm doing a coinless run.
Have fun with that one.
Good luck.
No, I've looked at the trailers. Like, there's been some whole levels shown. Some levels definitely seem possible to do coinless.
Wait,
like, there was.
I mean, have you ever heard of aesthetic runs, basically where you go through the whole game without getting any points?
Yeah,
like, yeah, it's like some games it's impossible to do. Like there's some points in Super Mario World that you just literally can't do it.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's one bit in the level where literally you have to go underwater and the entire floor is covered by coins, and it doesn't look possible. But I imagine you can probably fly over the landmass or something, or glitch through a wall somehow. No, I don't know.
The raccoon tail, like the Tanuki suit's like back where you have like the P-wing and you can fly and everything. It's not like
yeah, it's a squirrel suit.
I didn't like 3D Land, to be honest.
I love 3D Land.
I don't know. It was okay.
I really liked it.
I
thought it was good.
Didn't really care because for me, I don't enjoy Mario anymore. I just really can't enjoy it.
Well, Mario Party 9 they just utterly ruined with the whole car mechanic.
What? Okay, it was new,
yeah,
but it was good.
It was, yeah, I thought it was interesting, but you hardly play minigames anymore.
Like, yeah, I'll do that.
That's like the whole point. Like, you never play minigames.
I think it's quite good though. Still, I think it still works. I think because I ended up playing at least 15 each time, so that's 5 less than you would if you only did one per round.
Yeah, but 5 is a lot of minigames to miss. I've played my share of Mario Party games, and those 5 are everything. Because I hate those. I hate pushing into the foreground shit. This set me up for Hell Park's raging, because I rage a lot in Hell Park. I literally I have this thing where when I get really annoyed with the game, I end up absolutely sort of punching my knee or kind of leg area, and I just dropped something. And through that part, I was so infuriated. I go down from like 21 lives or 20 lives to like, I don't know, 5.
Yeah, I usually just slam the controller on like the table or something. Like last time I can remember doing that was in Mario Kart Wii Online.
Last time I remember properly slamming a controller was in Chocobo Racing on Final Fantasy X. I broke the DualShock on the controller. Won't be doing that one again. No,
the last time I did that was with Bubsy 3D.
Galaxy, I have to say, last time I did that with Mario Galaxy, I was literally smashing the nunchuck down the ground because he just wouldn't. There are certain things you had to do with a nunchuck and he just wouldn't pull it off, and I was really ticked off. It was those 150, it was those purple coin runs where you had to be absolutely perfect at the time. And I luckily got 120 in the end.
Looking forward to doing that.
Pardon?
Certainly looking forward to doing that in my versus. Like, response.
Have fun.
The thing is, I've never done more than 60 stars on that game, so I've never done any of the purple coins.
Yeah, you're gonna get screwed over. Those purple.
Yeah, I know!
Like, there's purple coins and the pain that this game makes you feel. Still get a D. Sad face.
There's an easier way of getting all the stuff. What you should do is you should, yeah, do that.
Yeah, I know. I just go for those two because I often find they're hidden. They're more likely to be hidden in the big D, and I don't know.
That's not true. It's random each time.
Oh well. I don't know. I just like doing down smashes. Oh, this is the remix you like then, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the best. Yeah, this is the best one. This is my favorite song.
And it's on the most. It's on the most bastard of a level. This level is basically like a bit of a cock tease. Like you get down here and then suddenly you see the end ring. You're like, what? What?
That looks like something a Mario World hack would have.
Yeah, it really does. It actually reminds me of the level from Generations. They've been doing this in every level secretly. Generations, Crisis City, Zone Act 1 with the flying end piece.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty cool. But yeah, when I first did this made me smash my controller down the ground several times. I don't know why I couldn't do it, but it's really easy now. You just have to be very... Pardon?
You have to be very fast about it.
Yeah, or you just have to time your jumps well. Like here I don't time anything well at all. Well, I was a bit out by like a millisecond probably. But yeah, it is a pretty awesome remix. I do like it.
They actually released the soundtrack for this game, like on a separate CD or whatever. So
yeah, it was. I'm pretty sure it was a dual CD because I've got it. It's really good. It also has all the 8-bit themes. Like there's 8-bit themes of every level, which was awesome.
Cool.
I was like, oh, this is getting my life.
Yeah. I don't know why more games don't do that, to be honest.
Do what?
They, like, if they're really, like, big name titles, they don't release the soundtracks at any point.
Yeah, that annoys me a bit, because I do like my soundtracks. I mostly listen to soundtracks. I don't understand why they don't, but, I think they're getting a lot better, like, Final Fantasy are doing it.
Is Speeder Rhythm any good? kind of looks silly
I've
to
heard
me,
it's
but
good.
I don't know. I downloaded the demo actually, and it was quite fun. It was like Osu, but without the fact you have to be mind-numbingly good with a mouse to play Osu.
oh yeah, Osu's just ridiculous. I can only play Catch the Beat. Did
Yeah,
you like
same.
Extra Life go off screen?
Yeah, went off screen. Just come back. I was like, well, thanks for that game. But yeah, I don't know. I'm interested because I really like the idea of playing through a lot of those like those songs again, and you know you know how the 3DS store or the eShop is overpriced to the point where you actually don't buy from it.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous. Some
Well,
of the games on there.
Buying an extra song for this is only like 89 pence, and that's a pretty good deal actually, because you know a lot of places buying new songs is quite expensive, but it doesn't seem that overpriced. But anyway, yeah, I restart here because I missed one of those, and this is the easiest level to get 5 red stars in, so you may as well just do it.
This is just the easiest level.
Yeah, it
Quick
is.
step bonus, quick step bonus, quick step bonus.
I wonder if I'm going to get an S at the end of this level. Please let me get an S at the end of this.
I mean, I don't really see why. I mean, I feel like the game gives you points for like no reason.
Yeah, the quick step bonus thing is like, congratulations, you dodged out of the way. It's like, try.
Or not even, it's just you moved. Congratulations, get points.
I bet I want someone to do this without actually. Oh no, you can't. You have to do quick steps to be able to win this level, because you have to quick step onto a switch.
Oh. Well, I mean, can't you just stay on the side? Well, is it like a separate part? Can you just stay on that side and then hit it?
I think you have to hit a few switches.
I don't know. I didn't notice those.
Because there's different sections of it. You're going in a circle, and the only way to stop going in that circle, as it were, is to
Whoa,
hit
my
the
head's
switches.
spinning.
that's in Sonic 06. He says that in Sonic 06 as well.
we know.
Yeah,
We
we
know.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I was not happy.
you were overjoyed.
I actually told Tails to fuck off.
What he does, the amount of times he dies in just the hub world, it's like you're moving
yeah.
around. He goes ah.
Yeah, I hear the multiplayer, like the co-op on episode 2 is insanely difficult because Tails and you share lives. Like unlike before, where Tails could just die infinitely, now Tails actually has to survive because he shares your life count.
What's this in?
In episode 2 of Sonic 4.
Oh yeah, that is the case. Yeah.
I nearly don't get all the lives. That would have been
I
painful.
must say, I love Sonic 4 Episode 2.
A lot of people are still bitching about the whole
Yeah,
whole
I
thing.
really don't know why they're panning this
Yeah.
one again.
I know. It's the problem with general fans of a series that have been with it for a long time. They want it to be exact. Like, so I was listening to I think Hellfire Comms, and what I can't remember the guy said, but what he said was true, was that everyone wants an old game which goes the same as the Genesis ones, but they're not going to have a game that's the same as the Genesis ones. And Sonic 4 Episode 2 is the closest you're going to get.
Yeah.
They're going to release today, and instead of complaining about it, enjoy it, because like the only thing I noticed about Sonic 4 Episode 2 was a lot of the bosses stall. Like they wait for like 10-20 seconds before you can attack them.
Well, like, here's the thing, like, the whole reason they did Sonic 4 was because they had people doing that, and they said why instead of like we should try and keep it like the formula they want, but we should try and at least do something new or fresh so that like people can enjoy it in a new way, and yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's I don't agree with the criticisms, and I don't think Sonic fans are the worst for it, but I think they're near the worst for that kind of behavior.
Yeah, it's the kind where they're trying to give you what you want and they still are like, nope.
Yeah, like some people hated Generations as well. It's just like, how
What?
could you possibly hate it?
Well, I think the problem a lot of people are having at the moment.
This'll hurt you, Ultima. This'll hurt you. Cloud8745 hated Generations.
Oh, really? That sucks.
Yeah.
It
I mean,
doesn't
not like I
surprise
really
me
watch him anymore, but
Yeah.
because of the drama. Oh no, I don't know. It just doesn't seem to produce anything that I want to watch.
I mean, when I started on YouTube, he was like, I thought he was hilarious. Like, that was when he was first starting out, and I thought he was great. And then that all stuff happened, and I don't really care anymore, but still, I can't help but say that, like, he was an inspiration at one point.
Yeah, I would agree. Like, he was the person which made me first think, I want to do this.
Yeah.
It was just a sad thing in the end that I don't know. I just don't care because it's the way the way he treated his fans as well.
Yeah.
It was very much every so often. It was thanks for doing this. I don't know, but I guess it's probably not a good thing Well, it's not good to generally bitch about that kind of
so
stuff.
what were the complaints you were saying that some people complained with Generations? Like,
Yeah,
what was there?
Loads of people thought it was just like it was cool in the Genesis era because it was my child, and then after that it was just crap. It's just like, no, it's not. I mean, like, there's loads of people complaining. It's like, oh, why was Crisis City there? Because it's a great level.
Have you ever
Well,
played?
not only is it a great
If you
level,
didn't like it in
it's a whole part of the,
06,
like, the
then fine,
timeline. Like, you
better.
can't ignore it. Like, you can't ignore the game exists as much as you want to. It was still part of the
Well,
timeline.
technically, Crisis City doesn't exist anymore.
No, Crisis City was an aborted timeline, but it's still, I don't know, it was one of the best levels in Sonic 06, hands down. Simply because it
worked.
It worked. I mean, fair enough, the first time I played through the game, there was a lot of problems with the first time I played through it was good, but the second time I played through Crisis City, there was a lot of problems. But I still think that level is hands down the most interesting level in the game. Kingdom Valley is generic and too long.
Radical Train.
Radical Train is broken fundamentally. What other levels were there? There was the level with all the glowing mystical evil orbs, like the evil crystals from Skyward Sword.
Is it Crisis Core?
Something like that. Yeah, that one. Which was basically a rip-off of Red Mountain from Sonic Adventure, and there was also the Seaside Place, which is a rip-off of the Seaside Place from Sonic Adventure.
Yeah. There was the snow level.
Yeah, there was a snow level which had physics like the back end of a dog being rubbed against the ground.
And an amazing glitch.
Yeah. Well, you've really seen. And then there was it just felt like it was the only level which I thought, this is a good level. I'm enjoying playing this. I'm happy about it. And the music.
Aquatic Base wasn't bad.
Aquatic Base was okay. It dragged.
It was long, yeah.
I agree that Silver's story is like probably the only good part of the game. Silver is at least like functioning.
Well, I don't know. When I play as Silver, I have to say his speed is so slow it's painful.
It's nowhere near as bad as Tails, though.
Oh no, it isn't. It's still slow.
What is going on there?
It's basically a massive water suspended in this area, and I didn't realise I got hurt, and then kind of was trying to get away from the hurt, but didn't realise getting away from the hurt, I went into more spikes.
Oh, okay.
It's a bit hard to see, and it's really like the quality on that really just drains when you start downgrading your bit.
Yeah, it's like I'm squinting my eyes to look at that.
Yeah, at least that doesn't
Am I the only one who's fine and can see everything perfectly?
Are you on full screen?
No.
I don't know. I rendered this one at a low resolution, higher bitrate to make it look better.
And yeah, it still looks fine.
Well, there we go. But yeah, I found that you use this underwater and it made me very happy. And then for some reason, I couldn't jump up there, and then I just...
Yeah.
A sad face. I was just like, oh. Oh. Yeah. I know, that really wasn't the best, the funnest thing to happen. But yeah, this I don't know, I think near the end of Asteroid Coast this begins to drag this particular kind of level.
Yeah, I think the fast-paced levels have to, like, I don't mind if they're short, because, I don't know. I mean, if it's like at the point it is now, it's just,
Yeah. I think there has to be some form of slow down, because the rest of the game is so fast. Like, it basically is just reusing all the same things in different levels, but to make it go slow. I think Sonic controls a little bit floaty in these levels. But then
yeah, especially with like the double jump adds to that.
But I think that's the same thing to say about Sonic Generations. I mean, when Sonic was slow, he controlled awfully. Like, but the thing about Generations is you hardly ever had to go slow.
Except in those stupid side missions where it's like, hey, race me to the finish, or something like that, where they have like giant enemies.
I'm Vector! Hit the notes that I send out!
Wasn't there one with Big the Cat?
No, there wasn't.
I could have sworn there was.
I don't think he's even shows up in the game, if I can remember. Maybe he's like in the end or something.
No, I think they finally realized he was really offensive to like everyone and to humanity, so they like took him out. Oh, it's just annoying, really annoying. I don't understand what they thought. Character design, nope, Big the Cat fits character design, good, let's put him in.
Well, who thought in Sonic Adventure was like, you know what, we need a bass fishing simulator?
I thought you were going to say, you know, who thought we needed Rouge? Like, why was Rouge?
Oh,
in a game?
don't.
Why was Tits McGee in a game? Sorry. Blue Tits McFurry Queen, or whatever you want to call her. Why is she in a game? And why put in the jiggle physics? It's like, Ratchet and Clank had jiggle physics, and I still have trouble getting my mind around that. But
Because it's great.
because you can enlarge them to the size of, like, literally torpedoes.
Yes.
This cutscene has to be one of my favourite cutscenes about the game. It's just Sonic being Sonic, and it makes me chortle, even though it's cringeworthy.
Yeah, that's right. I'm stretching.
He just reminds me of Spider-Man in terms of how cocky he is.
Enjoy taking you apart without
Except he's nowhere near as cocky as Spider-Man.
Well, that takes classes in cockiness.
I haven't seen the reboot, but I hear it's okay.
It's brilliant.
It lives up to its title of the amazing. Like, I think a lot of comic book fans are butthurt, but that's because a lot of comic book fans are always butthurt about film movies. I think it's good. I really enjoy it. I'm Estonian, so hot.
I mean, as long as it doesn't have Tobey Maguire, that's okay.
Yeah. Well,
Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man I didn't mind.
I didn't mind it,
And
apart
even
from
Spider-Man
Spider-Man
3 was fine. He just had some shit writing and acting and stuff in it.
yeah.
There was some shit moments in the third one. 1 and 2 were great.
I didn't watch the third one. Didn't really enjoy the second one. First one was okay.
I really like the second one because I like Dr. Octavius.
I know. I just didn't like the whole science, the four science bits. Like, I'm creating nuclear fusion, or is it fission? I forget which one they can't do. Or they've done in a small place in France, but only for a small amount of time. This bit's
The
actually
third one, yeah, the third one just had too many villains. That was the problem.
The thing with the third one is it had Venom, and I love me some Venom.
Oh, I love me some cartoon Venom and some Spider-Man from the PS1 era's Venom. I don't know. I didn't watch it because literally after Spider-Man 2 came out, I was so like crap with the franchise. I thought, you know what, sod it. It just didn't make me want to see it, which is sad. But there we go.
I want another X-Men.
No, X-Men's dead. I mean, they might do a First Class sequel if I remember, but that's probably it. They won't even.
Oh,
they're licensing for
Something
X-Men.
interesting. You know the
Yeah.
person who directed Chronicle?
Yeah,
He's directing a new Fantastic Four movie. And
I do know there's gonna be a Deadpool movie.
yeah, there is. And David, you're gonna love this. The guy who directed Chronicles is directing a Shadow of the Colossus movie.
I'm not. I really don't love that. And do you know why?
Because it will be amazing.
You
That's
can't
why.
make a movie of that game to
That's it.
capture.
Give like a hat to this man from Hat Simulator. It just. I think the game is an experience. I honestly don't see how it would translate on screen because the most of it would spend being silent because the game is silent and then it's music.
Yeah,
gets
but with that said, think about it. You could do, whilst it is silent, you could do so much with that.
That's the thing, you couldn't. You're really restricted by the original's creativity because the original sold so well because it was 15 Colossuses, which you can't all show on screen. And I think most of it, like when I see someone watch Shadow of the Colossus, it doesn't. I mean, it looks kind of cool, but it doesn't like really invigorate me. When I'm sat there holding the controller, holding R1, trying to hold on for my dear life.
It makes you realize how puny you are and compared to this massive creation.
You're like, don't get me wrong. On the big screen, if you could play that game on the big screen, I would be wet in every area. But the film isn't going to live up. I want it to live up because I don't want it to ruin a franchise. But at the same time, well, not ruin a game. But at the same time, I don't see how it could be transitioned. It might
Only
do well.
video game movie that looks good is Wreck-It Ralph.
It's
Yes,
not
that's
really based off a video game though.
No, this is true.
Yeah.
Although I have to say, if they do the Assassin's Creed movie, I might actually start caring about Assassin's Creed
Yeah.
because that game could quite easily be turned into a film.
Yeah.
Um,
I can see that.
I don't know.
The
there's a
third
lot-
one is interesting. I don't know
I
how I
do
feel
think-
about going to America.
I don't know how I feel about going to America, mainly because we're the bad guys. I mean, I don't care about being the bad guys. The British do produce some of the best bad guys, but at the same time, I'm just like, oh, it's going to be forced. I hope they don't make it where he's on one side, or it's like really forced, like the English are always really terribly bad, or whatever. I don't know. I don't really care, but go on.
Yeah, it was interesting. I remember seeing there was a report, and they said they asked, they polled a lot of Brits, and they asked, who do you think was was England's greatest military enemy, and they said George Washington. I'm thinking like, I don't know about that. I think there was some worse out there.
Whoever answered that is an idiot. They were so like the French. Well, the French in some way. The reason why we hate the French is because we won a lot of times, but they won a lot of times as well. No, we just hate the French because they're French. I'm joking. If I have any French viewers out there, I don't actually hate the French. It's just, you know, you hate the English, we hate you. It's kind of how it goes. we spend a lot of time in your country ruining things and talking about the food in bad English accents. You spend a lot of time in our country criticising the food and... yeah.
Criticizing art in bad French accents.
Yes. Yes. This is how it goes. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's a bit of a bizarre choice. Like, I know it's supposed to link it to the future, but like the American independence, it just feels like it's going to come out on July the 4th, and they're pretty much going to be putting America's cock in their mouth continuously. I don't know. I hope they don't do that, but I have not played any Assassin's Creed games, so I wouldn't know.
I've only actually watched people playing them. As like I don't really play Assassin's Creed. I don't know. I mean, I thought it's cool in concept, but I think it's just been dragging on for too long.
I think Creed, what was it? Assassin's Creed Revolutions or Revelations, which was pretty much like Assassin's Creed 2.5 or 2.75.
Yeah. Like, it didn't need to happen.
Yeah. I think it's mainly because it's EA squeezing a game out every year. That's one thing about Nintendo. You don't get a game squeezed out every year on a franchise.
Assassin's Creed is Ubisoft.
Yeah, Ubisoft. That's what I'm talking about. These big publishers. Wait,
Although Ubisoft, the Rayman Legends on Wii U looks so amazing.
Rayman Origins was like,
yeah.
in terms of quality, that game really set a bar. Oh yeah, so you wanted me to do this first to get this cutscene, didn't you?
It was the cutscene earlier because he normally says he normally says I've got one more generator to take down, but he says he just says I've got a generator.
Ah.
Instead, I wanted to see if it would change or not.
Okay, so it did. That's cool.
Oh, cool.
Considering it's a pre-rendered scene, I guess they just changed the audio track. It's not too difficult. Like more.
And and they changed the subtitles.
Yeah, that's not too difficult.
And the lip sync.
1 and A, I think, can be quite similar, especially with the lip sync they've got.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, 1 more and A is quite different.
I guess. Anyway, guys, that was part 4. See you in part 5, where we take on Planet Wisp. See you guys then. Planet Wisp.